What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Dodd's Perspective, where I share my perspective with you. And today I'm going to talk to you about scams that happen in the Philippines. And I'm not saying that the Philippines is an unsafe place. All I'm saying is just be mindful of some of the potential scams that do occur so you can raise your situational awareness when traveling there. Now, in Makati, which is the richest part of Manila, which is the major city in the Philippines, is where I stayed. And I found it perfectly safe. I mean, they got security guards at every Starbucks, pharmacy, fast food joint, mall, just every single where you look, there's security guards. All I'm saying is some of these scams that happen are also unavoidable. So let's get right into it, shall we? Scam number 1. The Manila Airport Planted Bullet Scam. This scam is absolutely crazy, and unfortunately it's unavoidable. It's been happening so regularly that articles have been posted about it just from 2015. Basically what happens is a security guard will take you aside and plant a bullet in your luggage as they search your luggage. Then they attempt to blackmail you, requesting bribery to make it go away, telling you that this is a very serious offense, which it is. But I mean, isn't that situation just so ridiculous? Manny Pacquiao himself has stepped forward and offered to hire attorneys for whoever is charged with the planted bullet scam. The solution, how you would avoid this: saran wrap your suitcase, put tape around the zippers, and just hope that security don't pull you aside. Number 2, the taxi meter scam. Taxis are notorious for overcharging and taking detours, trying to get more money from your pockets. Me, when I personally came out of the airport at Manila, I saw a Filipino man look to his Filipino friends, smile, laugh, and nod, speaking something in Tagalog, and then come over to me and show me some ridiculously extorted rates. To go from the airport to Makati was 2,500 pesos, he shows me. That's like $75 for a 20-minute cab ride. I just walked 10 feet over and checked with another cab service. It was only 300 pesos, which was like, I don't know, $16 or whatever. Come on, that's a huge difference. Solution? Don't go with the first cab driver you see. Check around and get an average idea what the fare is, and then barter if necessary. Go with the best fare for you. The SkyTrain Snatch Thief. Now this happens when you are on the Manila SkyTrain. And typically it's done when you're sitting or standing by a door. The thieves will come onto the train and then snatch your bag just as the doors close. You won't even have time to react. And sometimes they work in teams and one will distract you while the other grabs your belongings. The solution? Keep your eyes on your belongings and don't ever let go of your bag. Drink Spiky. If you're a guy, you will most definitely meet some beautiful Filipinas when you're in the Philippines. And as a tourist, women will flock to you. And believe me, it sounds great, but trust me, you gotta be careful. You gotta have your guard up. Because what they'll do is, this typically happens in like a bar or a club in the tourist areas, is a person will add a little extra to your drink. Something to disorient you. And it may not always be a Filipina. It could be a dude who wants to stick his dick up your butt. All I'm saying is just be careful and be mindful of these situations because they do happen. The solution? Don't ever accept a drink that isn't made in front of you. And there are plenty of classy girls in the Philippines, just don't go looking in all the wrong places. Child beggars. Never give money to street kids. And I know that sounds kind of harsh, but I made this mistake by giving some pesos to a little girl. And instead of her sharing that with her friends, she just had them come over to the car I was in, swarming it, knocking and banging on the window, and they were trying to get more money out of me. And I know you're trying to do something good, but the reality is you're not helping anyone by giving them money. Sometimes there are street parents who will point at their kids, and I've seen this personally, to go hit up some tourists for money. And other times they'll accuse you of being a pedophile, demanding to get more money out of you, otherwise they'll call the police. You don't want to end up in any of these situations. The solution? Keep your money to yourself. The drop scam. If a lady approaches you carrying some boxes, be ready to dodge her. Because she will purposely bump into you and knock her boxes over, spilling whatever was inside, and then demanding that you give her money to pay for it. Meanwhile, she just got those items from the trash can. Now, while this is done, a pickpocket accomplice could also come up from behind you and try to take your belongings while you're disputing this affair with the lady. The solution is, if this kind of thing happens, just keep walking, don't stop. The Moneychanger scam. If you need to change your currency into Filipino pesos, make sure you're getting the rate that you looked up on the internet before coming to the Philippines. Sometimes, especially when you're getting off the airplane, in the Manila airport, the first money changers you see will have higher rates than others if you just keep on walking. And sometimes the staff will even palm some of the notes as they count them out. Solution? just make sure you're getting the rate that is in fact the rate conversion. And then of course count your money before you give it to them. Have them count it out, and then make sure you count it when they give it back to you in pesos. Credit card skimmers. Never let your credit card out of sight when using it for a purchase, because sometimes they'll have little devices attached to the machines that will steal your information. The solution? Just make sure you're going to an ATM that is in a well-lit public area, and always make sure you're looking out for devices and cameras. A stranger in distress story. A stranger will approach you with a sob story, trying to get you to give them money. It may be a guy saying, "Remember me, I was your taxi driver, your hotel security guard," whatever it is. They may be asking for a donation to pay for a hospital bill or food for a baby, whatever. All I'm saying is they will find a way for you to give them money. So just be careful of these things, because sometimes they may even have other people involved where they could pickpocket you while you're distracted. The solution is, well, just be careful. Do your research and just know that these kinds of things happen. And you're watching this video, so good for you. If a stranger approaches you with a sob story, just walk away. The Philippines is an awesome country. I love the people, the vibe, everything. And I'm not saying that any of this stuff is going to happen to you when you travel there. All I'm saying is be mindful, be aware, be careful, look out for yourself. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.